Cutting scale, guys. Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. In today's video, guys, we are continuing on with more prophecy weapons. Of course, it is going to be the featured dungeon, well, for this week, and of course, come Tuesday reset, it's going to be there for another week. But today we are going to be looking at the last weapon I can't really review, and it's going to, of course, be the sudden death shotgun itself. Now, if you don't know this shotgun, I think this became meta at one stage. It was a pretty good one, 55 RPM, aggressive frame, and you obviously still have mind benders and everything, which was insane. But the sudden death was good at one stage. It was absolutely railing people, and I will say it still has some really dope ass rolls now. But slide shot, opening shot for me would probably be the main sort of perk combo you're going for. You could obviously go closing time with slide shot. They're kind of like, as I said, personal preference, but it has some really good PvP rolls, which you can see on the screen now. So as I said, slide shot, opening shot, slide shot, of course, the closing time is going to be dope. It also does have some good PvE perks. You have the 1-2 punch, which I do on the slide shot roll. You got the stabilizing rounds. Trench bot is going to be there, the bar constrictor. It actually has some really dope ass rolls, but as I said, PvP is where a lot of people are going to probably want to use this thing, and I will say that its rolls are super nice, especially because you do have crossing over, which the weapon has increased range and handling for the top half of the magazine, but realistically in PvP you're always going to be in that bottom half doing extra little bit of damage. So yeah, I will say overall, sudden death, this could be an absolute freaking banger. We're going to try it out in both some PvP and some PvE. So without further ado, let's go in with the sudden death shotgun. Alrighty, so we are going to, of course, be on Bannerfall with the little shotgun that could. And this is going to be the sudden death. And oh my god, my ADS speed in this. Oh, it's so slow. But obviously this shotgun, it should be really dope, as I said, PvP. With that crossing over arson trait, it should actually kind of come in clutch. And we're going to go in this and get this guy. Man, he actually got me with the little pocket bomb. Oh my god. But you gotta see, there's the one tap kind of going, using the rift as well. It will do a ton of damage, as I said. That the crossing over perk is actually so nice. It means that you can just basically get that extra little bit of, I'd call it chip damage, basically like an extra 1 or 2 damage. But it comes in kind of clutch. There's 2 guys here. Yo man. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is definitely going to be used by a lot of people. Now there is other shotguns in the game, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying it's the best out of them all, but it's going to be a really consistent one. And I will say that the 55s, they're always really nice for the L1 taps. Obviously when it comes to PvP, you kind of want your one tappers. I say that and I died to the shotgun. What the hell shotguns using liquids? I kind of did whiff there. I shot like half his body. But he's using Fractius, another kind of, I'd say, high damaging one, but I whiffed there, so that's the only reason to lose. But if I could actually aim, you know, he just gets one tap like that. So I will say that for the sweats, this is definitely going to be a nice one. The fact that you can kind of, as you can kind of see, pair it with the old Rose is going to be a real big thing for a lot of people, because obviously in the kinetic slot, Rose is just like still one of the best hand cannons to kind of go in with. Now we're going to sneak up on this guy. No! Ah! All right, we need to get the engagements kind of going, though. There should be a guy out here. Hey, buddy! I'd say he's so mad. Is there a guy up top or below? I have no freaking idea, but there's people everywhere. Oh my god, buddy. You're one dab. Thank you. We'll get this freaking ammo real quick. Thank you very much. No! Ah! Let me out. Oh my god, I'm still alive. Don't worry, boys. We got this. I got 2 bullets and a freaking dream. Okay, we're actually going to go invisible the other way, because I am not running through the middle with a freaking shotgun. Of course I get Bannerfall where it's like all this open freaking laneways. Oh! I suck. I just suck. Okay, I legit didn't hit him with 1 pellet. I shoot freaking like 10 of them. Not one even tickled the booty, like even a bit. Oh my god. How are you? I was gonna say, how are you not dead? But this is the kind of the beauty of the shotgun. As I said, you can pair it with your Rose and everything and do absolute work with it. Oh, this Fractius guy, he's just a better shotgunner, but it's just gonna blend in so well with a lot of different builds. I know Ignis is still there, but Criminal's Dagger is also in the top slot, which a lot of people are obviously using as well. So there's so many different reasons I would be saying that you're gonna want to get some rolls of this. I mean, Ardent Trait's the big one for me though. This extra like 2 damage is just so nice. And buddy, oh! I just got Chacha slide. I'm not gonna lie. He just freaking crisscrossed applesauce my ass. My god, he broke my freaking ankles. Come with Chacho's here though. And hey, buddy. The damage is just, it's so crazy how much you can absolutely just one tap with the Shotty. Oh, my buddy, give me this freaking thing real quick. We got the side shot going, so we can shoot this guy and for 1 HP. And it's honestly so nice, especially with the slide shot. I can just legit instant like kind of slide at people and get obviously the reload kind of going, extra little bit of range, and also the opening shots. So it has so much going for rolls wise and everything. So I definitely would say if you were a PvPer, you're gonna want to be looking at getting maybe a roll of sudden death. You got to do the prophecy for it, but it's definitely worth it, because this is just like, it's just a banging shotgun. I'm telling you, it's just gonna be up there with one of the metas. No crafting obviously with it, so people would definitely be telling me, oh, I can craft out. Oh, it can be double kill. Well, people would be saying, oh, I can craft out like, I don't know, the Imperial Decree or something like that. Like, you can, don't get me wrong, but oh buddy, No! Take the freaking smoke! Rip us in. But you can obviously craft the shotguns and everything out, but I still do think if you enhance this and get even like an adept drone and stuff, you're gonna be already freaking there. So it's gonna be just, it's gonna be so freaking nice. Yo guys, they're going for our sea fly. What is this? And you trying to nade me, buddy? Think you can just nade me? He's gonna actually get the fly before I get in. Yo, young man, get here. Okay, so some ranges obviously I won't be able to one tap. If you have the arc maybe just a little bit more. And I do understand that people will hit me with the I got you a Christian show me credit, your soak shotguns. If you can aim with a soak shotty, you're gonna want to use that before you use the pellet base because soak shotguns are crazy right now. But as I said, like things get nerfed a lot in this game, so I would always have like kind of the best in class in terms of the different archetypes. Oh my god, buddy, get out my face. That's a Nova bomb. But I was always kind of the best in class when it comes to archetypes and everything like that. And I will definitely say that the sudden death is just so freaking nice. Now, I didn't have a dodge. I could have crisscrossed his ass. This liquids guy is the only one really killing me. Okay, I do have a light mag now because obviously I've got 3 bullets, meaning that I won't be... What the... Why are my legs broken? What? But I won't be able to, of course, get as much damage kind of going in. But I will be able to go a little bit further. So if I go for range shots... No, I can't. I have the dark again, but... I could have went for range shots basically there with the light mag and I would have been able to do some work, so that's kind of the beauty of it with the Ardent trait. As I said, the Ardent trait is just, it's so good in the shotgun. Whatever about being on the hand cannon or obviously on the prosecutor and stuff, being on the freaking shotgun is just such a nice touch. Now, is there only like 2 players? Oh my god, they all freaking left. Well, welcome to PvP, boys. Everyone just freaking leaves. Come on, buddy, you're gonna want to run at me, right? I got the headshot. Oh, the 30 damage. And buddy, I'm 1 HP. Oh, take it. Whoa, do not hit me, Randy freaking throwing knife. Man, those things can be just vicious now. Don't chow me, buddy. Do not shout the freaking rose. I got that RPM in your ass, but I will say overall sudden death. For me, this is going to be the new sweat shotgun. I think that, especially with the fact that you can compare it with Criminal's Dagger and everything, it's just going to be so nice. I know there is other options with Inquisitors and all these slug shotguns, but for me, it's just, as soon as pellet-based shotguns become the meta again, it's going to be the one to go and look out for. It's going to just absolutely freaking clap them cheeks now. Buddy, give me that last kill. There we go. Alrighty, so we are going to go in, of course, with a little sudden death into some PvE and everything. I'm going to have to do this because I usually want stop, but of course, onslaught is freaking oscillation on, so realistically, it's not going to work out. But this is, of course, going to be the sudden death and some PvE and everything. I do have, of course, stabilizing rounds on this and also the Envious Assassin, so if I get kills, I can overflow the magazine. There is 1-2 punch on this weapon. Also, there is the Discord perk and everything, so, and 1-2 punch with, I'm pretty sure you can get 1-2 punch and trench barrel together, right? Yes, you can get 1-2 punch in that middle slot and have trench barrel in the right hand slot, so meaning you can get some freaking damage going in. But obviously, I haven't been blessed by RNG to get that rope. But I will still say the stabilizing rounds on a shotgun is still going to be somewhat nice. And PvE, it's going to be pretty solid if you want a void shotgun. I mean, there is like a couple of void shotguns you could definitely use, but as I said, the fact that you can get like the really kind of solid rolls for this, like I do have Envious Assassin on, so you'll see I've overflowed my magazine. It's got to be really, really nice, and I do understand this has the light or dark and everything on it, so some people will be like, you don't really need Envious Assassin because you're going to be light your whole time. I mean, the light and dark, it does add a little bit of extra damage, but it's not like it's substantial PvE. I mean, the damage is still going to be somewhat there with just the light mag, so realistically, I'm not too worried about it, and buddy, you're going to have to die for me, thank you, and all going this. But I do think PvE, this is going to be a super solid shotgun to kind of go in with. As I said, damage-wise, it's just got everything kind of going for it. I mean, there is no mods that say this season for, of course, the all shotguns, so... Oh my god, look at the stabilizing rounds go in. But there's no, obviously, mods, of course, this season for shotguns, so... There's nothing I can really say about that in terms of, oh, this go really well in some builds, but it is void, so... Maybe get your weaklings kind of going, get your extra sort of perks going, and oh my god, these shields. But in the right build, obviously, it's just going to do absolute work. As I said, on a void thing, and I'm going to get freaking Terror in a sec. Oh! Leave me alone, Terror, freaking eyeballs. Leave me a freaking alone. But as I said, oh my god, TP. But in the right build, as I said, void and everything, I've got so many kind of perks going, and the damage will definitely be here. And this is where I would say the trench barrel, obviously, with the old 1-2 punch would be kind of crazy. And I will say that's probably going to be a lot of people's build when it comes to Titans, like Sinto Titans or something like that, especially with like Strand Titan. It's got to be a really nasty ass kind of combo, so I definitely will see people kind of grinding out for that, and that's definitely the one you really want for PvE as a role because it's so freaking unique. But I still will say just get any sort of stabilizing role with this as well. You'll do some work, and I just think PvE, it's got kind of everything kind of going for it. It has all the good perks. Bungie with the Prophecy Dungeon weapons, they actually gave them pretty much all the real perks that you're going to be kind of looking for. That is it for me. And of course, the Sudden Death shotgun itself, as I said, this is an absolute banger of a shotgun. I mean, PvE is going to have that golden row with, as I said, that 1-2 and the trench barrel. But PvP is going to be one of the top weapons to kind of get. As I said, getting the one with the slide shot, opening shot is just going to be so nice. Whereas this one's going to be so nice, obviously, in PvP, because you just get so much freaking, okay, range kind of going. And this crossing over Argent Shade, it's just so juicy to give you that little bit of extra damage where you might put someone to 1 HP usually, but the extra little bit of damage for the bottom half is going to come in clutch sometimes. Get a max range roll, enhance it, and of course get your adept versions. It's going to be absolutely crazy PvP. So yeah, I definitely say Sudden Death. Don't sleep in this at all. It goes really well with obviously Criminal Stagger and like Rose and anything in that top slot. I do understand right now that people would definitely like just faff this up because they'd be like, I got my Inquisitor. Yeah, Inquisitor is crazy and Silk Shotguns are doing well. But as we all know with Destiny and just Bungie in general, they like to nerf things. So if Silk Shotguns do get a nerf, you're going to want to go back to your old faithful and you're going to have to bring back out the pellet-based shotguns. And this is definitely, for me, one of the top ones you can actually use. It's actually insane PvP. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. I'd want to see more content. Subscribe. Have a fantastic day. And hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.